this like a fool. Okay, so here we go. So once again, if you want to give a summary next week, there's lots of stories to choose from. Please let Santa know which story you're going to do, and she will send a message to everybody, and that way we can manage the time a little bit better. Please reserve a story. Yeah, you can take your time, but if there's a good story, if there's a story you like, you better reserve it quickly. Otherwise, Mahmoud is going to take it. Okay, so we have, once again, three people who are going to start us off. First of all, Eva. Eva, dormant and tired. Did you like this story, Eva?
Yes,
Why?
yes, I
Why
did.
did you like it? Why? What was so interesting about it?
Um, because it was easy to understand, one, and about its content.
Do you
Because it's
now? Wait a second. Do you have any volcanoes near you?
no, no volcanoes.
Have you ever
All
seen a
are
volcano?
extinct.
All are extinct. Great. Have you been to Italy?
Italy? Me? Yes, I was.
So you've seen volcanoes in Italy.
Oh, no, I
Yeah,
wasn't there.
but the
Where
most
the
famous
volcano?
volcano in the world is Vesuvius, isn't it?
Yes, but I wasn't in the south. I was
Oh,
only in the north of Italy.
see,
In the middle.
I'm
Mm.
a dumb American. We think that if you go to Italy, everybody sees Mount Vesuvius.
Oh, but maybe in the future, I hope to travel there.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. All right, go for it. I'm curious to hear your summary, Eva. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm curious about your shower. Okay, this story is about an unusual April Fool prank, which took 3 years to prepare. The man collected dozens of old tires, was able to persuade people to place them into a crater of long sleeping volcano, arrange them into a sign April Fool, and lit them on fire on the 1st of April. His aim was to make people on the nearest island think that the volcano woke up.
I love it. That is excellent. I would just add one thing. The volcano woke up after thousands of years.
Okay.
And maybe you can add was to make the visitors on the other island scared or nervous.
Not to think but scared.
What did you say again?
Not to think but scare.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
the
Actually, scared or nervous would be better.
make them nervous.
Yes, yes, yeah. There you go. Okay. Did you type this out?
Uh, I will. I send it to Santa. Not as it was last time. I thought that it was when you did your version that it's okay, and I didn't post her. But now I send it her.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, yes. I'm not going to give
Okay.
a version because you did such a great job. Can you read it one more time?
Oh yes. This story is about an unusual April Fool prank, which took 3 years to prepare. The man collected dozens of old tires, was able to persuade people to place them into a crater of a long sleeping volcano, arranged them into a sign for April, and lit them on fire on the 1st of April. His aim was to make people on the nearest island nervous that the volcano woke up after a thousand of years.
Excellent. I love it. I love it. That was really great. There's a couple of little grammar things I want to fix, but I want you to send it to Santa when you type
Yes.
it, and
Okay.
then I'll fix it. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
That's okay, Santa. Santa's asking what were the 2 points. The 2 points were just adding thousands and adding nervous. That's okay, Santa. Um, yes, yes. So great job. That was a super summary. It was very short. It was very easy to understand. It's very interesting. You did not give us all the information, so now I want to read a little bit more. It was perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. And finally, after 6 or 7 weeks, we have a really perfect summary. Very pleased. Great job, Eva. And now the pressure is on Mahmoud and Marwa. Now, let's be fair. Eva has been in the book club for a long time, so she's used to what I like. Mahmoud and Marwa are much newer, so I'll be very nice to these two. Mahmoud wants to talk about a fantastic copy. Now this is, I'm guessing for Mahmoud, he can really understand this situation because he uses the computer to design buildings. And I'm sure, Mahmoud, maybe you have had a disaster. Is that true?
What mean disaster?
Mahmoud, have you ever designed a building on AutoCAD and lost it because you didn't save it or the computer died?
Yes, yes.
Is that a
Uh,
wonderful thing?
no, of course not.
Oh my goodness. Santa, you are not an architect. AutoCAD, Auto AUTO dash CAD, and CAD is all capital letters. Is that right, Mahmoud?
Right.
All right. So Mahmoud, why did you choose this story?
Because I love the movie from Marvel.
You like comics.
Yes, Iron Man, Thorn, Hawk, all this movie, I like it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So you're a Fantastic Four fan.
Mm, I don't like the last one.
Ah, but you do like the
The,
comic books.
yes, I like.
I'm curious.
But the
Go ahead.
yeah, the Fantastic Four, the last one, 2012, sorry, 2015, uh, was very bad.
Ah, it wasn't that good. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm curious, Mahmoud, in Saudi Arabia, are comic books popular?
Uh, I think yes, I think.
Okay. So because I'm
I'm
curious,
not sure.
how do children learn about these superheroes?
Television.
Okay, okay. When I was a child, I learned about Superman and Spider-Man through comic books. So that's why I'm curious.
I think there's book here in Saudi Arabia, but uh, I don't sell maybe.
CD's the big one.
Mhm.
Okay, great. All right, Mahmoud, go for it. A fantastic copy. Did you type your summary?
Yes.
Can you give it to Santa, please?
Okay.
And and whenever you're ready, you can go ahead. I'm listening carefully.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I repeat. Okay.
Go for it.
Uh, The Fantastic Four appeared in a 1961 by Marvel Comics book. In 2005, 20th Century Fox released a successful movie about the heroic quartet. In 1992, Constantine Film acquired the rights to produce a film based on the Fantastic Four and intended to release in 1994, but the film never saw the light of day because maybe the movie was never supposed to be shown to anybody. It just intended for keep rights to the material.
Okay, very good. So you have the main point of the story. Now, give me a minute. I'm going to fix some of these sentences. Hold on a second. And I will say this, too much specific information. Okay, so I'm going to change a couple of things, but you guys have to give me a minute or two. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay, hold on. Okay, now I think this is a little bit too long, but this is what I have. And Mahmoud, I want you to, I'm going to copy this to the chat room. Santa, can you throw it up there? Now, I took out a lot of big names and I tried to make it the same story, but it might be a little bit long. But Mahmoud, please, the one thing, yeah, thank you, Santa. If you look at what Mahmoud wrote, the numbers, I don't like the way the numbers go. 1961, 2005, 1992. It's too much back and forth. So when you give a summary, if you can, keep that order of time. That's important. The film companies, those names, not that important. Santa, put that before my summary. Yeah, so the the proper nouns, keep the order of time. Santa, you can add this too. Proper nouns, if only used once, are not necessary in the summary. Yeah, I think that's good. So Santa, why don't you go ahead and show it, and I want Mahmoud to read what I wrote there. We got a spacing problem here. Yeah, there you go. Very good. Can you make it a little bit bigger, Santa? It's small for me. There you go. Mahmoud, please read that.
Okay. The Fantastic Four appeared first in a comic book in 1961. 1962,
1992.
1992, sorry, a company signed a contract to make a movie about the Fantastic Four, but they had a hard time. Their contract was about to expire and they would lose much money. So, to extend the contract, they made a really cheap movie. It was bad and for,
Fortunately,
fortunately was never released. But by doing that, they were able to extend their contract, and in 2005 they released a major movie and made big money.
how is that?
Mm, mm, good. But this story about why
Santa, keep it big, please.
um, because this here information we don't know about it. There's movie Fantastic Four in 1994. We don't know this. I think we must
Uh,
say that.
hold on a second. We don't know what do we not know? One more time. Okay. I see. Santa, you got to take me back there. Sorry. To 19 yeah, the 1994 stuff. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This no information. Yeah.
Okay, so let's that's a good point. Do we, let's now see, but that's the idea of a summary. By the way, Santa, I want to change something in my first sentence. In 1992, the company signed a contract to make a movie about Fantastic Four, but they had a hard time. So, okay, so their contract was about to expire in 1994, but is that number really necessary? That's my point, and this is for Mahmoud and everybody. Some numbers are important. It gives us a very important starting date or something like that. But some numbers are not important. So, for example, in 1992, the company signed a contract, but should we say it's a 2-year contract? And then if we talk about the 2-year contract, we should say if they make a movie, then they can extend the contract because of the sequel clause. But how long does the sequel clause last? Because it went from 1994 to 2005. It gets really complicated. So the idea of a summary is to keep names and numbers to a minimum. So actually, we could make this even simpler and say in the 90s, so not even in 1992, in the 90s, a company signed a contract, but by doing that, they were able to extend their contract. And in 2005, we could say eventually. So once again, instead of 1992, yes, perfect. And say eventually instead of 2005, instead of in 2005. And put, yes, exactly, in quotations. Of 1992, I'm sorry, 1992 quotations. So let me read that again with the change. And this is actually better. Mahmoud made a good point, and this is what I want to say. The Fantastic Four appeared first in a comic book in 1961. In the 90s, a company signed a contract to make a movie about the Fantastic Four, but they had a hard time. Their contract was about to expire, and they would lose much money. So, to extend the contract, they made a really cheap movie. It was bad, and fortunately was never released. But by doing that, they were able to extend their contract, and eventually they released a major movie and made big money. Mahmoud,
Yes.
what do you think about that? And getting rid of the
Okay.
numbers. Is,
Okay.
is that
Uh,
okay? And
okay.
Mahmoud, the only reason I'm telling you that is because if you add numbers and names, it gets, I think so. It gets more confusing.
No, I understand now what you mean.
Okay, great. That's such a very good point. And Santa, show us back there. Take us back to the top. So, and Mahmoud made a, oh no, 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 my part. So Mahmoud's point was really good. If I'm going to mention 1992, I should mention 1994 because that was a very important date. He's absolutely right. But then we might need to explain too many things. So instead, let's get rid of 1992 and let's get rid of 2005. Only 1961 is the key. That's important. The other dates are actually not important. So thanks to Mahmoud. I prefer the red to the blue. Santa, can you put a space after 2005? Thanks. Yeah, perfect. Great job. Thank you. Excellent job, Mahmoud.
Thank you.
Now we go to Marwa. Toy Restory. Marwa, why did you choose Toy Restory?
Because I love the movie, and this story is actually related to working on computer,
Exactly.
like
I
what you
know. I,
said with Mahmoud.
I know.
Yeah.
This is actually for Mahmoud, right?
Yeah. I think he got confused. Yeah, and I'm an architect, and I work a lot in with computer programs, and so that happened to me a lot. That
Okay.
horrible feeling when
So this is
everything
so
suddenly
you
disappears.
use AutoCAD.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you've designed buildings and you've lost them.
You can say that.
So, what would you say? Have you had a really bad situation regarding losing your computer work?
Of course, when you suddenly everything you have worked in
But tell
in
me
the
this.
last.
This is what I want to know because it happens to me with videos. Sometimes I lose video. I think the worst situation for me was uh, it happens occasionally, losing about 30 minutes of video. If I lose 30 minutes of video, for me that's very stressful. So 30 minutes of material is bad for me. But as an architect, as a designer, what's the worst that you have lost?
I don't remember. It happened in when I was in the college.
Uh-huh.
Uh, a lot with my projects. And in my work, I'm working as a graphic designer, so sometimes the software I work with
Freezes?
get, I don't, yeah, get failure or
Yeah, we
freezes,
say
yeah,
freeze. When software doesn't work, we say freezes. The software freezes.
or hang.
Yeah, hangs. Yeah, it hangs, freezes, same thing. That's right.
And
Oh,
then you have to repeat all what you
you have to start over.
did before, yeah, and start from scratch.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, did you type your summary?
we are not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I typed it,
And can
but
you
I
copy it and put it in the chat room for Santa?
of course, but can I read it first? Okay, I will read it first, and I will
Yes,
copy then after.
absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay. I hope you like it, please, 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 Coach.
Maybe, maybe.
Okay. Okay, this is my summary. Have you ever accidentally dropped something out of your pocket while the toilet is flushing? That is RM star command. Somebody ran it on the drive that contained a huge data for Toy Story 2, what made it gone forever, until a technical director lady realized that it had also gone home with her. So the team were able to recover almost all their work. I can continue. Ultimately, Pixar changed the script using some restored data and produced the current version.
Okay, I really like it,
The
except for
last,
the last
yeah.
sentence. I don't like the last
The
sentence.
last sentence, I can remove it if you want.
Well, we do need something. All right, so let me, once again, I'm gonna copy this. Hold on a second. And I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna work on this for just a minute here. Hold on a second, everybody. And Santa can format it up there. Good. Yeah. Okay. All right. Almost done. All right. Yeah. And let's get rid of the last sentence. We don't need that. Very, very good. I'm gonna put this in the chat room. I think it's there. Yeah. And I did make some changes, so I want to be able to compare. Santa, can you move hers down the page so we can see both versions? There, perfect. Okay. Okay, good. So I'm going to read Marwa's sentence first. Have you ever accidentally dropped something out of your pocket while the toilet is flushing? That is RM star command. Okay, so these two sentences go together. So can you highlight hers? Make it yellow or something, yeah. Now, let's look at what I did. Now, RM star command, Marwa, is if you type RM star, is that intentional or is that an accident?
accident.
No, 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 no. If somebody
Mm-hmm.
types RM star, that's intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody accidentally types RM star, right?
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so because of that, you have accidentally and RM star, those words don't go together. So I got rid of that. Okay?
Okay.
All right, that's actually really important. Accidentally and RM star, we cannot have those words together. You don't have to type that, I don't think, Santa, unless you want to. That's okay. Drop something out of your pocket. So this, and grammatically, drop something out of your pocket is doesn't make sense. So drop something out of your pocket doesn't make sense. So I just left drop something. Okay. Out of your pocket, we have to say, has something ever fallen out of your pocket? So fall out of your pocket or drop something. Pocket and drop do not work together. Pocket and drop don't go together, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, this is some high-tech English, but it's about logic. So accident and RM star don't go together, and drop and pocket don't go together. Those words cannot work together. It's collocation, illegal collocation. Okay, so if you think about those two things, this is my new sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever dropped something into a flushing toilet? That is RM star command. Santa, I'm sorry, yes, that is the, and then put it in italics, or quotation, yes, RM star command. Perfect. That is the RM star command. No, not command. Sorry. Yeah, in Unix. And I took it with the next sentence. And
Mm-hmm.
that happened to the movie Toy Story 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now the next sentence. I'm using RM star as a verb. Santa, can you italicize that? Someone RM starred. There you go. Perfect. Yes. The drive, which contained a huge amount of data for Toy Story 2, dot, 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 gone forever. Okay, so I just shortened your sentences.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you continue until, and that's okay. I like the word until. You did a good job, but I'm going to make it shorter, but, and you said a technical director lady, too much. A technical director, if you want to emphasize she was a woman, look what I
Yeah, yeah.
did. Look, I know, but look what I did. A technical director realized that there, now you have the woman, okay?
Okay.
Oh, that she had it on her home computer. The team was able to recover most of their work. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
have to think.
you did a really good job. It's just the first two sentences, the logic was wrong. Everything else was really nice. I just tried to make it shorter. Do you want to read what I have?
Okay.
Go for it.
Uh, okay. Have you ever dropped something into a flushing toilet? That is the RM star command in Unix, and that happened to the movie Toy Story 2. Someone RM starred the drive, which contained a huge amount of data for Toy Story 2, gone forever. But a technical director realized that she had it on her home computer. The team was able to recover most of their work.
Great job. Very good. I'm going to read it once, and I want everybody just to listen to the intonation. Marwa, excellent job. Here I go. Have you ever dropped something into a flushing toilet? That is the RM star command in Unix. And that happened to the movie Toy Story 2. Someone RM starred the drive which contained a huge amount of data for Toy Story 2. Gone forever. But a technical director realized that she had it on her home computer. The team was able to recover most of their work.
Ta, ta, ta.
Yep, and that's great news. So who knows what
Okay.
RM stands for? What does RM stand for? I'm looking it up. I want to say remove memory,
Remove memory.
but I don't know if that's true.
Uh-huh.
It just means remove. RM is short for remove, remove.
Uh-huh.
So, and star means all. So, and it's space star. It's not RM star, it's RM space star. So it's short for remove. Yeah, star stands for all. It's RM space star. Oops, yes. And that star, we also call it asterisk. The star is also called asterisk, but in Unix, we call it a star. Great job. Excellent job. Questions by anybody. Super job. Brave people today. Eva, Marwa, and Mahmoud. Let me say hi to Wen. Hi, Wen. Wen, are you a computer programmer? Wen. All
I'm
right.
trying to learn computer programming.
Oh, that's excellent. So you're a young man.
Yes, I am.
Do you use Unix?
No, but I know RAM stand for remove because it is the same with Windows command line.
Got it. It's the same on the Windows command line. You can use RM.
Yes.
So if you go to the DOS prompt C and you type RM star, is that a disaster?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think you need to tap star. I think it's just RM.
Oh boy.
RM will do the work.
Okay, so never, ever, ever, ever do that. All right. Welcome, everybody. And once again, I need to say Wen and Beretha are new members here today. First time joining us live, so I'm very happy to have you here. Now, we have a couple of discussion questions anybody can ask. We have about 15, 20 minutes left for the Hangout. And these are the questions that Valerie has provided. And I love the questions, as always. Santa, take me to the top. Do you like playing pranks on people? Tell us about the best prank you pulled on someone. Is it best or worst? Tell us about the best prank someone pulled on you. Great job. So great collocation. The verb prank or noun prank goes with the verb pulled. Okay? And to pull on somebody, that's perfect collocation. Excellent job. The next question, what kind of movie do you like or dislike? What do you think of children's movies? Interesting question. What do you think of children's movies? Are you a Star Wars fan? And actually, my favorite question of all of this is the last one. Are you a Star Wars fan? Because right now in America, everybody is Star Wars crazy. Star Wars crazy. I see Eva has a question. A garden variety fraud. Yeah, that just means typical fraud. Typical fraud, Eva. Garden variety means typical. And what that means is anybody can grow it in their garden. It's not a special cucumber. It's a garden variety cucumber. That's the idea. So, you guys can answer any of those questions, but I would prefer a little bit of continuity. So let me start with Valerie. Valerie, she's the question queen. Valerie, which question would you like to address, first of all?
I can talk a bit about Star Wars if you like it. In France, it is exactly the same as in the States at the moment. I'm not a fan of Star Wars. I just saw one film. It was a few years ago. I was watching it because my stepson was kid at that time, and I had to go with him to the theater to watch it. It was very good to fall asleep for me, but really, it's not my type of movie. No, really.
So it was a
Perhaps I
sedative.
don't. Yeah, yeah, very good sedative for me. Yeah, I find it really noisy, violent, and it doesn't speak to me. Really, I have nothing to do with this kind of movie.
So did your stepson love it though?
Yeah, he's a real fan. Yeah, his mother too, and I cannot understand why they love it like that. And people in France are all going and watch this movie. And not only children, adults do the same.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, I cannot understand why there is such a uh, yeah, people are just going crazy with that, but it's not my cup of tea.
You know, in 1978, I was 11. Actually, I was 10 when the movie came out, and this this movie, 1978, Santa, um, and this movie is actually my generation. I mean, the whole Star Wars thing. This is perfect for me, my age, my generation. And I don't know why, but I never went to the first movie. I never went
Mhm.
to any of the movies, and like you, Valerie, just not into it. I understand, lots of my friends, almost all of my friends, were totally into it, but not at all for me. I enjoy space mystery, space movies. Star Trek, I loved Star Trek, but never into the Star Wars thing.
Yeah, and I think perhaps it's more a guy movie. I don't know
I
really.
agree.
Women enjoy it. Mm.
Well, let's find out. We have Eva, Berta, Gulia, Marwa. We have lots of ladies. And Santa, of course. Santa's a lady. Sorry. Do any of you like Star Wars?
No, I have never seen it and wasn't interested in it. I don't understand that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gulia, Marwa, Santa,
I've
Berta?
never seen it.
Never seen it, never seen it.
No.
No. Berta?
But I'm curious about seeing it because it's very popular. But I think I will not love it.
You think you might not like it. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't like this kind of movies.
Gulia?
No, I never see any of the movies from the beginning to the last scene, you know.
Yeah, yeah, nothing,
Just
nothing.
yes, just couple minutes, yes.
Bertha says, not me. No, Bertha says no. Santa, what about you? Nope. So Valerie, I think the answer is clear. But wait, we need to verify. When? When did you see Star Wars? Any of the movies?
Yes, I watched the latest one. The day, I think it's on Thanksgiving. No, the New Year day. Yeah, there's no people in the cinema, and I was there with my girlfriend.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was not bad. I like it.
Where did you watch it?
I watched it in cinema.
And I'm sorry to assume, but in China or in the U.S.?
No, in US. I'm in Miami right now.
Miami.
Yes.
It's cold right now in Miami.
Not as cold as Chicago.
Oh, that's great, great.
No,
So,
it's not cold. It's all right. I think it's around 70.
wow, there you go. That's nice. Very nice for January. Did your girlfriend like it?
Yeah, I think she liked it fine. Yeah,
Okay,
but
when,
it's
when? Trust me, she didn't like it. I'm teasing, I'm teasing. Let me
you may
ask
be right.
let me ask Alex. Alex, did you ever watch Star Wars? Did you like it?
Yeah, Coaching, I watched, I think, a couple of movies, but I I can't say that I like this
You
kind of
didn't dislike
movie.
it though, right?
Yeah, I watched this movie because of my friends. Maybe
Right. Yeah. It's a
they
guy movie,
suggest
right?
me to see, and
They recommended I see it
yeah, they recommended me.
to watch it. They recommended
Yeah,
that I watch it. There you go.
yeah.
Very good, very good. Let me go to Mahmoud. Mahmoud, have you seen Star Wars? Any of them?
No, I haven't seen. And also, I don't know why this sequel not famous in Arabic world. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, that's interesting. It, Mahmoud said, I don't understand why this is not famous in the Arabic world. What about the older Star Wars movies? Were they famous or were they never famous?
Um, Maybe someone hear about it, but not saw it. Not
Nothing big.
not so. Yeah, I read about I read the review. I saw the review about the third part. Uh, they say if you don't saw the part one and part two, you don't understand the part three.
I
Oh.
think so.
So
I think that's probably true, which and I don't know, probably for me, that's why I don't watch the newer ones. I never saw the first three, so I think I would be confused as to the new ones. Yeah, Mahmoud, I think that's right. Good point. Very good. All right, we got about 10 minutes. We have all those other questions. Does anybody want to secure a question? Answer one of those questions that uh, Valerie provided us. Pranks, talking about pranks or movies. Once again, talking about movies. Berta, go ahead.
No, I don't have any thing to talk about that, but I just wanted to ask you if you want to keep this hangout at the same time when you move to Chicago.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a good question. After I move to Chicago, will I keep the hangout at the same time? Most likely, because it's a very good time for Europe and the Middle East, and it's a little bit tough for Asia, but I probably will. What time is it? That's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Berta?
No, 3:15
I mean the
in night.
starting time. Starting time is 2, right?
And if you move here, you're gonna be 2 hours ahead from
Right. So starting
there.
at 2 o'clock. I probably will. The ones that are going to change, Berta, will be the probably the 6 p.m. DDM live class. That will probably be the only one to change.
So when you move, this hangout will be around noon.
It should be the same.
Around noon, or because right now you're doing it around noon, your
Yes.
time.
Yep. I won't change it. The only hangout I will probably change will be one of the DDM live hangouts. So this one
Yeah.
will be the same. VIP should be the same.
So when you move here, it's gonna be at 2 o'clock,
Yes.
and for the students, the students, it's gonna change their schedule because you're gonna change the time.
But I'm not going to change the time.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had this time for a pretty long time, so I'll keep it. It's just, and we've got these founding members who uh, keep it the same. But yeah, yes. So that's a
Yeah.
great question. I'm moving to Chicago. There is a time difference.
Yeah. 2 hours.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm asking is because I need to rearrange my schedule.
Bertha. I tell you, everybody, Bertha is a DDM VIP. She's a Perf member. She attends all of our classes, and now she's getting the book club in. So
I am also
And
an
she
Espresso English member, and I have a ESL English classes in a couple hours.
my God,
Really tough.
hardcore. Go ahead, Marwa.
Yeah, I don't know what about your schedule, but I prefer to make it earlier if it's possible.
You prefer to make it earlier.
Yeah.
What time is it right now in Egypt?
11 and
What time is it in Saudi Arabia, Mahmoud?
yeah, 11:17 p.m. and I think so.
Okay, it's midnight in Saudi Arabia right now. That's pretty late. I don't know, you guys. I'll think about it. You guys send an email to Santa. So right now we study at 12 o'clock noon, and I will be moving. I can change the time. That's fine with me. However, I can't make it earlier because I have a VIP hangout. So I could change the date, perhaps. I could make it Friday. Right now it's Thursday. I could make it Friday 1 hour earlier is possible. Okay? So you guys think about that. I could, instead of Thursday, 12 o'clock, Los Angeles time, I could make it Friday, 11 a.m. Los Angeles time. Perfect, Santa. Thank you. I could make it Friday, 11 a.m. LA time. Okay, so I want you guys to think about that. If that works for all of you, you can't make everybody happy, but I do want to make, especially the people who have been here a long time, I want to make it convenient. And I'm curious, yeah, maybe Friday is better than. Okay, you guys think about that, and please email Santa, and Santa will update me on what the outcome is. Okay, please do that.
Yeah, for me, any time. I mean, I'm gonna have the same time as you. I
Great.
just
Yes,
need to
yes.
know it so I can make a little time,
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. Yeah.
uh,
You okay? See, that's it. See, now we have other hangouts and things. So we have lots of hangouts. Remember, it's not just me. We also have Clive and Miguel and Matt have hangouts. So that will affect whether or not I can use the software because GoToMeeting, I'm sharing it with the other guys too. So this is going to be not easy to change, but please think about it. Send your opinions to Santa by next week, and I'll make my decision next week, Thursday, and I'll have to check with the other coaches and mentors too. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
right.
seems that there is another hangout at the same time on Friday with
Yep.
Matt.
Yep, can't, and that would be a problem. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll verify all this with all the guys.
Yeah. So how am I gonna do this? Are you gonna send me the link
Okay,
to buy
so
the
yeah,
book?
people, so you're new in the book club. You don't have to get the book we're studying right now.
Yeah.
But Santa will send you a link, and you can get the audio books, okay? And we haven't decided the next audio book, but I'll help you out with some text. But yeah, so once we decide the next audiobook, we'll give you the link where you can get it for free. And then you're going to have to join the membership if you want to keep going. But that's not a membership with me. It's a membership with the audio book club or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And do you only get the audiobook or can I buy the text?
Oh, a lot of students get both. I prefer that students stick with the audio books because unless it's a really technical thing, I really want you guys to concentrate on audio. And it's not easy. I know it's not easy, but that's what I want.
No, for me it's a piece of cake. I mean,
Yeah. So yeah,
I don't have problems in listening, but I do another thing I want to do this year is to be able to read a book.
okay, and Betha, for me, I have, obviously I have every audiobook, and for probably 6 of the audiobooks, I also bought the book. So I have, even for me, I have both. The reason I do that is it's easy to take notes and make points. So if you want to get both, that's absolutely fine. But I do recommend as number 1, audiobook, and of course number 2, the text itself.
Yeah.
And Mahmoud, I agree, especially with some stories. Some stories are really difficult without the book. I absolutely agree. Some stories are not bad, though. To be honest, what was the last story we had, the children's story? What was the title of that?
Wrinkle in Time.
Thank you, A Wrinkle in Time. A Wrinkle in Time, in my opinion, at the beginning was really confusing, but if you keep listening, suddenly it gets easier and easier and easier. But that's why I want you guys absolutely to listen to the audio. And trust me, I know it's very difficult, but if you keep doing it, it gets easier and easier. The same thing happened to me with Korean. When I was learning Korean, I would listen to something and I'm like, what the hell is this? It's nothing, blah, 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 blah. But if you don't give up, suddenly you start catching it. And it's like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, 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 I get it, I get it. And it helps your confidence level so much. Thank you, everyone. I hope that 2016 is a great year, and let's wrap it up for today.
May I add a word, please?
Absolutely, Valerie.
Okay, just about next week, we have been talking together about making a review of the book we have listened to.
Yes.
And I was thinking perhaps instead of making a summary, if someone wants to make a review, it could be a good exercise.
I love it. That's a great idea. Valerie, let's do that with the next book. Is that okay?
Okay, okay.
I think that's great because we did talk about that. Marwa makes lots of reviews on stuff. I think it's great. So in the future, not with this book, but in the future, I think it's a great idea. We'll concentrate on reviews. And Wen said, can you recommend a book every month? Yes, that's generally what we do when we try to choose one book a month. So for example, a 6-hour book is perfect because each week we listen to an hour and a half. At the end of the month, we're done and we get the new book, okay? So these credits, when they don't disappear, so don't worry about losing the credit. Right now, I think I have 2 credits, maybe 3 credits. They don't disappear, but yes, we try to do 1 book a month. That's why 4 hours to 6 hours is perfect for what we want in our book club. Finito. Happy New Year again to everybody. I will see you next Thursday. Thank you. Take care, everybody.
Thank you, Coach.
Take care, Alex. See you, Lulia.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Valerie. Thanks, Marwa. Thanks, Eva. Take care, Wen. See you, Berta.
Bye, everyone. Bye.